Crave Nation in the house.
Yeah. It's the Crave Chronicles, staring Mike on the mic, and your boys Espalessa now relax, hang tight.
What is going on, Crave Nation? This is another episode of the Crave Chronicles. I am Mike on the mic.
Sam, the zest, the lesson.
Yes, and today with us, guys. First of all, where do we go this week, Sam?
I went to Potbelly.
Because I ordered to the wrong one.
And I assume Donovan also went to Potbelly.
So Donovan actually elected not to eat with us this week. But thank you for joining us anyway, Donovan.
No problem. Good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So
He at least wore the Potbelly shirt.
he did.
I do. Yes, I got the 40 years shirt. I
40
pulled that out. I
years?
was like, oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I probably still have some of my old Potbelly merch, but I would have to go pay for it.
Nick Lovin?
It's- I think I have my hat
Yeah.
somewhere. I don't know if I kept anything else. But
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think they did the birthday shake when they released a shirt. Hey, we got the birthday shake, so
yeah.
put the 40 year shirt on.
So for those who don't know, Donovan and I actually worked together at Potbelly. I know I mentioned a lot that I worked at Potbelly for almost 3 years.
It's come up once or twice.
Yeah. And so Donovan and I worked together at the now closed catering kitchen, which rest in peace.
What could people not want to hear Potbelly?
COVID killed it. So obviously
In the horse.
no large gatherings at that time. Yeah, the horse mess thing.
What's it called? Ivermectin?
Like dewormer or something.
Yes, whatever that was.
Yeah.
That. So y'all were catering together. So you were driving around the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, bringing sandwiches and joys.
Yeah, it was more. I mean, we went some far places at some points, but yeah, just mostly around like the Plano, Frisco area. And occasionally we venture out to Dallas. One time I went to Leonard. That was the longest drive I ever made, I think. That's like up past Melissa. And so this shop was over like right next to Frisco. So that's all the way.
What about you, Don? They go to any crazy places while catering?
Really, the only one that sticks out to me is the J.C. Penney. I think it was like headquarters or whatever.
Yeah, we
And
went to
just to see how big that place was, I was like, whoa.
It was a huge headquarters. It was like going into a mall, like a Concrete mall almost.
Are they still open? Does J.C. Penney still operate?
They're still open. I think they moved
so.
out of that building, but because like when COVID hit, we went back there, or at least I think I might have gone in there like on a food fee drop. We'll tell you what food fee is in a second. Throwback. But yeah, I think I went and they said they have 5,000 employees and there were only like 50 in the building at that point.
That's a ghost town.
Yeah. So yeah, it definitely became a ghost town.
Like half after COVID.
Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. I want to have a Nerf battle in that building. It would have been awesome. There's some cool buildings that we went to, but more on that later. So I actually want to go ahead and get into the food first. So we'll go into the history and all that later.
Ooh,
Because
it's hungry.
so with Potbelly, the thing is that because they're toasted subs, and the longer you wait, you don't get that crunch as much. So I want to have a prime example of Potbelly here. So I want us to dig in
Crunch.
as soon as possible. Yeah.
I'm excited for a crunchy sandwich. All right, we're gonna start getting started. Don, are you gonna eat anything, or are you just gonna kind of chill?
Man, I'm a chill. You know, I had a big breakfast earlier.
Nice. What'd you have?
Yeah, it's had a lot of eggs, waffle, or a couple egg waffles.
All
and, yeah.
And eggs. You
I'm starting to come around on breakfast again, Mike. I didn't eat it today because I knew we were gonna do the podcast, and I know if I eat breakfast, I'm gonna be like Donovan, need to eat. I'm okay, but it's kind of becoming a daily thing. I found these protein frozen waffles.
Oh, the protein one. Like the Kodiak.
It's like a different brain. But
Different
yeah,
brand.
yeah. The protein waffles, like a yogurt. I'm a yogurt guy, Mike.
I love yogurt.
I thought yogurt was for old people, but now I'm that yogurt.
Dude, I love some good-
Yogurt is goated.
Absolutely. I love some good like honey vanilla Greek yogurt, like some fruit. It's so good.
That's people go.
Absolutely.
All right, pull out the sandwich. I checked the receipt to make sure it matched the order, but I didn't go digging through the sandwiches to make sure every ingredient was included. So,
Well, hey, that's part of the experience. So
well, fingers crossed, they gave us everything.
they do cut their sandwiches in half. I know that because we've had to do that many times.
Is that how you got so good at cutting sandwiches?
You know what that could be? Because we would literally, I mean, these orders were huge, like sometimes hundreds of sandwiches at a time, and just
So y'all are
Yeah.
working the catering, so you're making the food too, right?
yeah, we made the food.
Okay. I didn't know if y'all were just like the delivery side, and you have to make. So you were making like dozens of sandwiches.
Yeah, sometimes hundreds, like I said, sometimes thousands. Thousands. The largest order
I
we had
mean,
was, I think, 3,000 sandwiches, and it was for a mega church, and they didn't tip.
Wow.
probably the whole lifetime of working there, you make about at least, or for me about 5,000 sandwiches, maybe even more.
It was probably close to that, yeah.
Did
You
how
lose count.
long it's been? I know you said COVID shut it down. If I put the ingredients in front of you, or if I like walked you to a Potbelly, could you start making sandwiches?
Like
Riding a
I
bike.
could.
Get right back on.
yeah,
I could.
Donovan, you a lot longer than I did, right? Because you worked at the college.
Yeah, I started back before I came to Texas, I started back in 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
2010.
yes, you were there for
Yeah, I was back in Virginia.
a decade.
He was there for most of the 40 years.
Yeah, I
Where'd you-
started in Virginia. Then when I moved to Texas, they let me transfer. My first shop was the Plano store. And then, yeah, ever since.
Yeah, Donovan's been all over. You're from Alaska, right? Like originally.
Yes. Well, originally from Virginia, then I moved to Alaska, but then I grew up in Alaska most of my life. And then, yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, try.
Absolutely.
I think it was Bruce Lee who said, "I fear not the man who has made 10,000 different sandwiches. I fear the man who's made one sandwich 10,000 times." I'm sorry, Bruce Lee. But that's Donovan's over here. Yeah, I can do it. I'm sandwich master.
All right, so we'll get started with the food. This is their signature sandwich, I would say.
Now that we have a camera, right? We should show it all.
Absolutely. You can see the midsection there.
Signature. So.
This is the wreck, and it was supposed to come with bacon.
come
I'm
with
not
bacon.
sure if they got it on there.
Again, I did not check every ingredient.
Did they?
We need Donovan
There-
to know how it's done.
I think no. I don't think they put bacon on it.
Donovan, they need your help in Addison.
Damn, I'll give him a call.
Get him up to speed. Full bacon on this wreck.
So the wreck is ham, turkey, roast beef, and Swiss. Unless I'm missing. Oh, salami. It also.
It's on me.
I guess just because there's so much on it that it's a wreck. I don't know. It's a cool name for it, I guess. And then I got mayo, lettuce, oil, and their Italian seasoning on there. And their oil, I think, is just like soybean oil. But
What do you do with the mayo? Is the mayo called wreck or something?
no, the mayo is just mayo.
No hot peppers, huh?
It's Mike.
I can't do spice at all.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought you were a spice or a little bit of spice guy, but
Give me a little bit. But
okay.
Do you normally get it with hot peppers, Donovan?
I do light hot peppers because at the time when I was working, the hot peppers came in like their own oil, and if you weren't careful enough, if you did their normal amount of hot peppers, I think it was like 2.5 scoops of hot peppers. It kind of made it extra spicy with the oil.
oh,
So I always did light. I did a light spread of hot peppers on mine.
So I have bad memories of the hot peppers because when we were done at the end of the day, so we would have the big like metal containers with all the ingredients, right? And one of them was hot peppers, is full. And so you get to the bottom of that, all that's left is oil. And so you have to when you wash that, either fill it up with water and let it kind of drain out, or just pour out as much as you can. But if you spray it with the hose, it's like tear gas.
The oil goes everywhere or something?
Yeah, it's like tear gas, like literally.
That is how like the fun.
Not to put you on the spot, Mike, do you remember the 5 components of a sandwich?
Ooh, yeah. Mike, what are the 5 components?
Right when I took a bite.
Is bread one? Can I guess the 5? Is bread, meat, veggie, sauce, love?
Love.
I don't think I'm right.
Well, I mean that is a good components of the sandwich, but Potbelly had a specific thing of
Mike, what are the 5?
what it was.
Don't know the components a lot. I just remember. Oh, wow, it's been so long,
Mike, you're fumbling.
dude. It's been
You didn't know there was
5 years.
That's one component per year.
I remember one of them was like the crunch to the bread, right?
hmm
Crunch.
I remember that because Christine, like one time, I like made a sandwich. I was about to go eat my lunch, and she kept like bothering me about the crunch. And so she's waiting for me to take a bite so she can hear the crunch, so make fun of me.
Why, is it crunchless?
No, it's a crunch.
Oh, she just
They have a First of all, one thing I'm noticing about this, once you get to the end, there's more crunch, but it's definitely like you have to eat it as soon as you can with Potbelly. If you eat it in the shop, it's so nice.
I can tell it's toasted, but yeah, it's not a crunchy toast.
Yeah, but I promise, like we got to give it the benefit of a doubt this time because obviously it's been sitting a little bit. But yeah, Donovan, you want to tell us what the 5 components are?
Yeah, we're the 5.
So I've been thinking about it a lot because I thought you would know. But I think it's the cut, the spread, the toast, the hinge, and something else.
Did you remember
yeah.
the hinge?
It's a crunch. I didn't hear you say
So-
crunch. So the
Oh yeah, and then the crunch. So
the cut, the spread, the crunch, the toast. What was the last one? What I miss? We should go on
hinge.
the hinge.
So the
Hinge,
hinge
yeah.
is the part of the bread, obviously, that closes
The
it.
hinge part.
The hinge always has to be intact.
All right, well, let's go over this. So the cut was pretty nice here. The spread, I got a lot. Very nicely, evenly made sandwich, you know, how each bite is going there. It was toasted pretty well. Hinge, yeah, it's still intact. And I already forgot the 5th one. Was there an acronym? Was there an order?
I'm pretty sure we had an acronym.
Oh, the crunch.
yeah, I think
Was
we had an acronym or something like that. But yeah, they pretty much they was kind of gave like a quiz kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a
Remember
while.
the big
I think
boy
if you go to
cans?
Subway, they have one component of the sandwich, and that is that it looks like a sandwich.
We made it your way.
Yeah, we did what you asked us to do. To
Nice.
drink, I got this strawberry dragon fruit juice. I don't know if it's
Oh, yeah, they've got like their refreshers or whatever now.
Nice.
I got you Dr. Pepper. That's what I figured.
Absolutely.
So
Nothing
I
wrong with
got
that.
strawberry.
Drank many Dr. Peppers while we were working at that shop.
That is refreshing. Oh, it was refreshing at the front. I don't know if it went down.
It's a little just like a lemonade or something, or does it taste like tea?
It's more of a juice. It's not quite a tea. It's more of a juice. I think I was expecting more tea.
Yeah, shit. There's been so much like new stuff that they've brought on the Potbelly. Even when we were working there were a lot of changes. At one point, they tried to do like the tray, like the metal trays, and they would serve you the sandwich on the tray instead of wrapping it up. And it wasn't very long lived. But-
Yeah, I remember that.
I wasn't there for that. I'd be hitting people with trays.
They did also at one point add like more meat and then made the bread bigger, stuff like that.
Are you saying this is not the biggest, meatiest, breadiest sandwich we could be eating, Mike?
Oh well, they have bigger
Oh, well, they
sizes,
Okay.
but yeah.
All right, so that was the wreck. I would talk about the wreck and all. It was a good sandwich.
It's good, dude. I love the blend of meat on it. They forgot the bacon. So they did forget the bacon, and I'm pissed because their bacon is one of the best bacons that I've ever had. It's like a peppered bacon, and when you cook it, when you put it through the oven, the whole place smells like a barbecue chain or something.
Maybe that's why they didn't put it on, because they're like, we can't give false smells. Is it like diced bacon? Is it like slices?
With slices. They
It's
do
strips, yeah.
they do have bacon bits, but it's like a separate thing. Like it comes chopped up.
Okay.
But yeah, I really like the wreck. It's one of my go-tos, but this next one is my actual go-to.
Ooh, it's saying it. You teased us with the wreck. And now we're going to
The Avo turkey.
the Avo turkey.
Okay, so I don't think they listened on this one either because they put this on multi-grain. Is it-
Oh, they just
Unless I forgot to change it. Yeah, I will say the Addison Potbelly is not my favorite, but it is the one I go to almost every day because it's right next to my job. The 15th Street one is the best one in Plano.
That was my first shop. Yep.
That was your first-
Yep, that was the first shop when I moved here.
That's the shop I went to every day in high school. So, like literally, they knew our faces. They knew what we ordered every day, and they would give us free sandwiches all the time just because we kept going there. So that is the best shop. It was always. This is pre-rewards program, I think, but they do have a rewards program now.
buy 10 sandwiches, get the next one free. I think they've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, you get those stamps and you get the free sandwich.
You're like,
I
wow,
know.
every other Friday they come in, you give me a free sandwich.
Every day we were at school.
I wish you would have told me this, because I would spend my money at Cane's buying French fries for dinner. or not dinner, lunch.
for lunch in high school.
I had no money. So my French fries.
So you would have come to Potbelly so that you could or
Eventually, I got free sandwiches.
gotcha.
So what's all on the avo turkey? That's a new one I haven't heard of. Obviously, avocado and turkey.
We came up with it while we were working there. I know that. Now normally
Okay.
it comes with cucumbers. I got it without because I'm not a cucumber person. But
Okay.
it's turkey, Swiss, avocado, and normally it comes with cucumbers. And I got it with mayo, oil seasoning, and a little bit of lettuce.
So this is what Mike eats every day.
Except on white bread. 'Cause I'm not
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not on a lot of wheat bread in the first place, but their multigrain, it's very whole grain. So you might notice that. But
Very grainy.
yeah.
Yep.
So they're like, I've been getting turkey sandwiches there forever. And then they had the avo turkey. And then I think I started liking avocado because I got it on their sandwich. Because it's a good way to kind of mask it.
Dude, yeah, it definitely got masked until I took a bite. And I don't know if it's going to show up on footage. But I took a bite. And you know how sometimes the ingredients kind of like come out of the sandwich? The avocado like pushed out and gave me a little kiss on the cheek. It's little avocado, dude. It's like,
Yeah, whoever made that sandwich didn't do the spread right.
ooh, someone's calling them out. Bad spread.
Yep.
So is that what spread's all about? Is making sure the food stays in the avocado is trying to escape.
Yeah, you basically want to like when you build the sandwich, when you put like the meat on and the cheese, there's a certain way that the way it's slapped on the sandwich, like it's spread out. So when it's cooked, each bite you take, you get the fair amount of meat and cheese. Same thing with the lettuce, avocado, and stuff. You spread it out evenly so that way you're not getting kissed with avocado.
It's like it's got a tongue now or a little
Yep.
tip.
Yeah, that is one downside of avocado is that it's like soap. It's just gonna slide everywhere. But I do like it better than like avocado spread because avocado spread they just put stuff in it that, like to make it like preservatives and stuff, and it just doesn't taste. It doesn't taste as good. There's a weird taste that I don't like.
I think I prefer the wrap.
The Wreck is definitely is their most popular sandwich. If I had to get, even if I remember, I think I remember them saying something like that. But
Is that the sandwich y'all read the most of?
I think we made a pretty.
Say between Wreck Italian chicken bacon, chicken cheddar bacon sandwich.
Yeah, I definitely
Mhm.
well because with the catering kitchen we just made like the really basic stuff. We didn't really ever make the specialty sandwiches they had. I mean, we made the Wreck. The Wreck was one of those. So like when we would prep, we would slice the meat and put it into a build. So we would have these Wreck builds ready to just like slap on the sandwich. So now the last sandwich we have is in fact the Italian.
Hey, it's Italian. Now I really like the Italian from Jersey Mike, so we're gonna see how
Yes,
this compares.
this is a hot Italian,
Spicy?
as in toasted.
Oh, I mean, I liked it.
I did ask for like a side of hot pepper so that you could at least try it, but I don't think they had them. Yeah, I already looked at them. Now the Italian,
They're scared of the cleavage.
I think the Italian is pepperoni, salami, capicola, and mortadella.
So this is the most well toasted out of all of this. Someone emphasized that component mostly here. The toast. What do you think? You're giving it some head nods.
Maybe it's the pepperoni that's giving it a nice like.
Too much bread. All I got in that bite was bread.
Oh well, this is the
Oh,
skinny. I forgot to mention.
Oh, you got straight bread?
Yeah, that was. I mean, no, there's clearly meat that I ate.
Oh, okay.
Someone, they are struggling with spread. You gotta work on that.
Yeah, well, again, this is the skinny. They put less meat on it.
Oh,
I was just trying to keep the cost down a little bit.
you said it was skinny as if I knew what that was. Or it's just like
Skinny is less meat, and I think they take some of the bread out.
you didn't say bread. Weird.
That's the thin cut. The thin cut is just the bread.
Okay, it's thin cut. I got you.
Thin cut is just the bread, and then yeah, skinny. Yeah, oh, no, you're right. Yeah, skinny is less meat, less cheese.
Every
Less
time
bread.
I'll take a bite, sauce just wants to be on my face.
Yeah, so I would. Do you at least can you taste the meat? Taste the meat, not the heat.
I'm trying to taste the meat, not the heat. But every time I think of bite, mayo is coming out.
They do put a lot of mayo on it, which is part of the reason I grew up loving their sandwiches. But yeah, so the mayo and the mustard was always fun to put on because there's like a certain method we have to. You put it in the shape of an N.
An N
Yes,
for Potbelly.
Now,
Why an N? Because it was a Z
Or it could be a sideways Z, I guess.
on the leaves. Why? Okay, why? Someone explain why it's a man.
Think of this as like the sandwich, right? And so if you put the N and then you close the sandwich, and now you've covered most of the sandwich.
Oh, okay. So you go like perpendicular and you go across. That.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Potbelly had it down to a science. I feel like there was always so much methodology to the way we made sandwiches.
I think they made a W one.
W.
Yeah. They knew on my.
Maybe since we worked
Maybe
there,
since we
maybe
worked
now they
there,
do
maybe
like
now they
more mayo and everything.
They put an X. What letter would be a Q? It's just all the way around. A little bit more.
I thought you'd get one of the underground sandwiches.
No, now I'm thinking of I should have.
What's an underground?
Like a secret menu. Well, I mean, it's not even really secret. It's just like now it's online only. But you can ask for it, I think, in the shop.
Yeah, you can still ask for it in the shop. It's just not posted on their main
Right.
menu.
What
Yeah.
would your go-to, Donovan? What's your underground sandwich?
My go-to is the clubby sandwich.
A clubby
Where
was
it's
a good one.
basically turkey ham bacon.
And then it's got
Was
ranch.
it? Yeah. Yep, ranch, and then I put lettuce, a little bit of hot peppers. It's good.
Clubby was a good one. And it's mostly because of that bacon. And the ranch. Like the fact that you got ranch with it, dude, was really good. All right, so we got some chips now. Now, these, in my opinion, are the GOAT of kettle cooked chips.
That's voodoo ones.
Yes, the voodoo. The voodoo
Yep.
flavor is so good.
Tastes like.
Yeah, it
Those
tastes
zaps
like
just
Mark
be
Mac.
hitting, man.
Were you a big
My
fan?
top three flavors are I like the top three flavors are the barbecue one, the voodoo heat, and what was that other one?
It's like salt and vinegar, the jalapeno.
That one, jalapeno one. Yeah, those ones
Jalapeno.
are good.
Jalapeno kettle
Yeah.
chips are.
I still think these are good.
What is the flavor? Because I get a lot of onion from it.
I think it's supposed to be like kind
I
of
think
like
it's
a
supposed to be like
Cajun
kind of-
seasoning. It's kind of what I've always gotten, but it's got like almost a sweetness to it. That's so good.
I think
I think
that's
it's a mix of everything. I think, but I don't know.
it's like the mystery dum dums. Whatever seasoning they have left over from their other chips, they're like, it's voodoo chip.
Right.
There's no voodoo. No.
Now this one I've never seen before. This other chip that I have. This is Zap Potbelly hot peppers. Oh, I didn't know they had this.
Partnered with Zaps. Wow.
Yeah, I guess they did. So now, obviously, I'm not huge on the hot peppers. So, Steve, you need me to go first. You can go first if you want. Let's see how these are.
Tell you how it is. It's a big chip.
It does sound pretty good.
What you think?
Yeah, that's hot peppers.
How hot is it? You think I'll be okay? Screw it.
We'll find out. No, he's not. No, it's the most of the seasoning hit in the back of the smoke.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I'm gonna have back. Oh.
I told you. It's fine on the
So it's
top.
after cook.
Yeah. It's like,
It sneaks up on you.
you know how you were saying the oil was making tear gas? This is like getting just gust of wind.
Gust of wind and tear gas.
Yeah.
But do you like the
What do you
taste of
like?
them?
I do. These are pretty good. How do you?
I do like the taste of them. It's just that heat. So if that was on a sandwich
That
with
was
all the oil like soaked in, yeah, I would probably not fare well.
You would get 5. You would have made.
Sometimes you like to put the chips in the sandwich so you get a extra crunch.
Yeah.
That's the 6th component. Creativity.
All right.
I like it.
This right here I'm excited
right here,
about
I'm-
because this is another one of my favorite things they have. These are mac and cheese.
I didn't know they had mac and cheese.
They do have mac and cheese.
Did y'all have to make the mac and cheese too?
No, the mac and cheese came pre-prepped.
Yeah, came free prep.
Yeah. But we did have to heat it up, which was a lengthy process.
Microwave.
No, so it comes in a bag and you almost like sous vide it. You like warm it in hot water. And then you open the bag and pour it into like the container for it. Yeah. Or in our case, it would go into the catering container.
There's your bacon.
Yes, I did get it with bacon. This is one thing I love about their mac and cheese is you can customize it.
People are gonna think these are
Another thing.
Yeah, I will say out of all places that like serve like fast food mac and cheese, Potbelly has the best tasting mac and cheese because they actually I
Absolutely.
think it's 3 types of cheese. If I was looking on the ingredients, it was like 3 types of cheese that they make it with.
We've had some pretty good mac and cheese on this.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember who had the best.
Probably Popeyes, right? Popeyes is up there.
Popeyes, dude. I think they had that.
Popeyes is up there. Cowboy
Popeyes
Chicken had a really
fire.
good one. I think Cowboy Chicken had like the white cheddar mac and cheese.
Golden Chick is definitely the worst mac and cheese. So,
Yeah, it was among the worst for sure.
because it's not that done.
Yeah, theirs is pretty low.
The only one that's in our Hall of Shame. But yeah, as you can see,
It's a nice sneaking bite there. I don't know if they can see that. The camera's much farther.
oh, so the bacon pairs really well in it.
Does
We're seeing that. I got it's a very long and rounded spoon at the top.
It is. It's made for soup.
Is mac and cheese a soup?
No, definitely not.
oh, I don't think I've ever heard that before.
If your mac and cheese has the consistency of soup, then I'm worried.
Why did I eating it with a soup spoon, Mike?
Well, I mean, it's easier to. I mean, there is a fork in there if you want to. What you think of that mac and cheese?
They got too much bacon.
Too much. They did put a lot of bacon on there.
There's a lot of bacon.
They're very generous.
You get a bite, you last.
So you can like taste the cheese a little more. It is I feel a better version of like Panera's mac and cheese. And Panera's mac and cheese is pretty popular.
I like the warmth of the cheese. I wish the noodle had a little more pushback.
Pushback.
I think my teeth just went straight through the noodle and so hard. I didn't have chewiness. It's a little more mush than I was expecting.
I gotcha.
It's good. No.
You wanted more texture.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a fair assessment, I feel like.
Donovan, this is normally how it goes. Is I can't put into words what I'm thinking, and then
And so it sounds like he's hating everything that I love.
and then my review in this case comes in and sums it up in one word. Yes, that's what I need. A little more texture.
I can see that, yeah. But I really like it. It's mostly just the flavor that I love with it.
I got the cheese in this one. I feel the cheese.
Yeah, I like to put some chili and some hot peppers in the mac and cheese. Oh,
They do have,
That's
yeah,
a
they have
good eating.
chili mac is like a thing on the menu.
I can see giving it a little spice. You'll be good.
All right, so now we got an actual soup to try.
Actual soup. The thing I heard my sheep's doing.
So this one is the chicken pot pie soup.
This chicken.
oh, remember those days? Oh,
You remember those days? Oh, you having your ratatouille moment?
that chicken Popeye soup, man. Oof.
It's good.
Took the-
So this
some good
is like
eating.
a pie crust topping that they put on it.
See that?
Yeah, and then obviously they give you like your oyster crackers you can put in it.
Yep. It's on the oyster crackers.
And it's got vegetables in there, some chicken.
I would hope it's got chicken. Does it have pot?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see that. The pie crust topping is what really makes it.
Wing that bite.
It's very hearty. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
If it's like your go-to on a cold night, Donovan.
Man, that chicken Popeye soup be hitting for real.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
If I was able to get a couple bowls to take home, I'd make some rice, just put some of that on top of the rice. Oh, man.
Oh, that sounds good. With some
Yeah.
rice.
I can see that, maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
Let's bring in. Speaking of soup, Mike, this is going to be our weekly reminder. Don't forget to buy the soup from that lady.
Oh, at the right, yeah.
It's cold.
So for those who don't know, we went to the Dallas Farmers Market.
I don't think many people know what's in Dallas Farmers.
Farmers Market last weekend, and there was this like Ukrainian lady selling these soup kits, and she had samples of the soup, and blew our minds.
It's some of the best soup I've ever. But it was like 90 degrees outside. I'm not going to buy your soup right now, maybe. And
It will be in the future.
I took a picture of it. I'll buy it when it's cold. And she's like, don't forget you sent the picture. So weekly reminder. Don't forget the soup, Mike.
Absolutely.
And it's more for me to not forget the soup.
Yeah, I'll definitely go back and get some soup at some point.
What else we got? There was supposed to be a pickle. Are we going to eat the pickle?
I got the pickle so you could try it, because I'm obviously not a big pickle person. Well,
I'm also not.
I'm not a big pickle person.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten it if
Pickles are so good. Pickles are, they're
Yes, so
you get the whole spear, man.
pickle. Article will finish it if you don't.
I can do like slices of it on a burger or a sandwich. Or I like fried pickles. This is just a raw pickle.
So one of the things I heard, like the most complimented thing I think at Potbelly that I always heard from people. Oh yeah, it's chopped up into spheres.
I'll take a bite. This because you got it.
Yeah, you can save the rest for Hanukkah. But yeah, people always say that their pickles are really good. And so I figured, obviously, you're not a pickle person either, but for a pickle person, it might be one of the better pickles there is.
Donovan, what are the 5 components of a pickle? What are the
Yeah, I
5
think it's just
components of a pickle?
I think it's just cucumber, vinegar, salt, cucumber.
Toast. Toast.
I've
Okay.
never taken this giant lion of pickle.
Yeah, you're taking one for the team because I wouldn't have to. No,
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not a pickle.
I mean,
person.
yeah.
Why?
If you're not a fan of pickles, of course you're not gonna like a pickle.
I'm sorry, Sam. I thought you were more of a pickle person.
I'm starting to come around on cucumbers.
Okay.
But pickles, we gotta wait for that. It's all over me too.
Need some napkins?
Yes, please. This whole episode, things are just attacking me. Nail on the face, pickle on the pants.
All right. Well, as a reward, we will now move on to desserts.
I think I'm gonna do a bit about pickles.
Pickles. Yeah, he has a comedy bit about raisins because he hates raisins.
I'm with you on that one. Raisins. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, I got Raisin Bran Crunch in the pantry right now.
I don't get the appeal. I don't get the appeal.
I don't love them, but I don't like. I feel like they make a nice little addition sometimes to stuff. But that's just me. I get why people don't like them.
So I ranted about it for a minute and a half.
So we got one of 2 desserts today. We got the Dream Bar.
The dream.
Yes. I remember specifically these would come, we keep these in the freezer in like a tray, and then you like cut it out in squares. So I don't know exactly what's in it.
Yeah, what's a dream?
You want to tell us, do you know, Donovan?
I think there's caramel,
Pretty sure, yeah, there's
granola,
a layer
oats,
of caramel.
something like that. I think some
oat,
chocolate
maybe
in
some
there, chocolate
chocolate
chips, I
chip.
think.
And unwelling dreams.
Yeah.
As if the hopes and dreams of the sandwich.
There's no raisins.
You know, when something's get really good, you kind of just don't.
Yeah,
know
you just
what's
don't
in
question
You're
it.
just
This
like,
is a hot
good.
one dessert to get up here.
It's been a while since I've had one of these. I didn't have too many of them when I worked there. It's like a berry crisp or something, but with chocolate and caramel. Like a cobbler.
Definitely oaty. Getting the oatiness.
I'm getting some oats, yeah. I think it's really good. I like the caramel in there.
This is one of a kind.
Somebody told me the trick is if you get the Dream Bar, you take it home, put it in the microwave for I think like 10, 15 seconds, and you put a scoop of ice cream on top.
Oh, yeah,
Good dessert.
really good. Like a
Good
cobbler.
dessert.
They should sell that. They have ice cream.
They do.
They do.
They have shakes. They're famous for their shakes with putting like this little butter cookie on the straw.
Oh,
Yeah,
Did we get a butter?
those are good.
we did not get a butter cookie, unfortunately. But I think you can buy like a box of them, right?
Yep.
They sell them by the box. Yeah.
Mhm.
You can also get a jar of their hot peppers. And when COVID hit, because we were trying to, I guess, Potbelly had to adapt. So at one point we did like a pantry service where we would sell, you could get like a pound of our lunch meats and stuff. You could get like a case of bread, all the stuff that they had in the shop. And I definitely make your own thing. Yeah, I definitely did a few times. But it doesn't hit as well when maybe it's the oven that we use at Potbelly that just toasts it so evenly. I couldn't recreate that like with an oven.
Probably it needs love.
It does need love too.
People weren't doing the N.
Well, I remember one time because I took some home when I was living with my dad, and he was about to make a sandwich, and he starts cutting through the entire piece of bread. I'm like, no, leave the hinge, leave the hinge. Well, Sam, I got something that is going to renew your faith in humanity.
I know what it is, but I'm gonna let you.
Is I have a oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. Somebody did it right.
That is correct. That is how we make oatmeal cookies.
That is the correct oatmeal cookie.
Chocolate chip.
Yes.
It's really good too.
You're brave. That's a huge cookie.
They do have big cookies. They have some of my favorite cookies. Now, specifically, and I'm bummed because they just had this and they just took it off the menu, I guess, for the season. The s'mores cookie was my favorite.
Oh,
That thing, when we cooked those
Yes.
in the shop, the whole place, and then it was
their seasonal cookies are they're good.
We got your half clarity. Yeah, this honestly, their oatmeal chocolate chip cookie tastes like almost like a regular chocolate chip cookie. It's got really gooey chocolate.
Those are chocolate chips. I can confirm. that Mike is not duping. He didn't sneak over to the Addison Potbelly. Hey, what raisins?
Look, I still get their oatmeal. When I get a cookie, when I go there for lunch, this is what I'll get. Unless they have the s'more cookie. Yeah, it's really like gooey. It's got a good consistency.
This is what 5-year Sam expected when he reached for that. I know, Brace. This has been 21 years. This is a good cookie. My faith in humanity restored.
There we go.
Let's go to them.
And you can get those in the ice cream sandwich for him too. Man,
Oh,
yep.
I mean, you're putting
I'm putting you on some game, man.
Yeah, well, this
That's
we
the
need
next
to
time
get
you
this.
go.
I don't know how that would survive. I don't know.
Well, I would survive.
With ice cream?
Yeah.
No, ice cream, man.
I'm lactose intolerant,
Oh,
so I think the podcast will be a lot shorter.
Have you ever had times where you're just like, I'll eat this time, or you're just like, you're staying
Yeah, I
away.
mean, there's times
completely?
where if I'm like, I know I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna eat it before I'm like boarding a plane or something. But if I know I'm just gonna be home, then I don't care. I can deal with it. It's ice cream.
Okay.
It's worth it.
or you're
We are, yeah. But like I said, the podcast probably be cut short.
But say if you had enough drinks and you're just like, I'll just enjoy this milkshake too. Why not?
Yeah, right.
we're already going.
They do have some good shakes because at Potbelly they hand scoop the ice cream. It's not like they just have like a soft serve machine or anything.
So we've had mac and cheese. We've had cheese on the sandwiches. About 20 minutes ago, you said you like what?
I don't know, dude. Ice cream does it worse than anything.
What are we doing?
Ice cream is definitely the worst offender. Mac and cheese is hit or miss.
Okay.
So I don't know.
The fact that it's cold. I think if you have warm, basically.
Probably not. Like a warm milkshake.
Yeah. It would be up.
No, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because like just the heavy fat content in ice cream. But then again, like mac and cheese does too. So I don't know what it is.
Fat toast and all.
I guess maybe. Alrighty. Well, we haven't gone through the history yet. So I do remember this story. So I'm gonna try and get as much of it right as I can. And then we're gonna go over to the history and see how much of it I got right.
Oh, is this all like the 5 components? This is the training?
Well, it's not the 5 components, just the story of how it started.
Right, because they through your training, they're like, we need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it started as an antique shop. So Potbelly was an antique shop to start, and it was in Chicago. I don't remember the year exactly. You know, that's a mundane detail.
What about the time frame? Time frame? Is it like the
It'd be like, it had to be like the 50s or 60s if I had to guess. But again, I don't remember like the dates and stuff, but I do remember that it was an antique shop, and they had a Potbelly ovens. That's why it's called Potbelly, because it's a Potbelly oven. And one day they started toasting sandwiches in it, and it turned into a sandwich business, and people would come in and get their sandwiches from the antique shop. And one guy came in and was like, he was wondering what all the fuss was about this place. And so he gets the sandwich, but he doesn't ask for it. He asked for it cold. And I still don't get it. And then the people that go there told him, no. Go back and get it toasted. Then you'll get it. And he did. And he liked it so much, he bought the company. Or bought the store and turned it into a company.
Man, this used to happen.
It did.
Yeah.
Walk into a store and buy it. Good sandwich. And so using the oven was a way to sell it. And then they're like, oh, we're actually making money. So, that's
I mean, hey, if you're making more money selling sandwiches than antiques, you're like, shoot, I'll
Absolutely.
fill it too.
And that's also part of the reason. So when you go into the stores, it looks like an antique. Like you've got all kinds of antiques and stuff on this.
very throwback to that time period. They also got the oven as their logo.
They do. I like their logo. It's very eye-catching.
Now, did y'all cook the sandwiches in a Potbelly oven?
No, it's like a conveyor oven. I
Yeah.
think a Potbelly oven would be a little inconvenient for today's standards.
A little rustic.
Fair enough.
Well, it's like a factory. We feed the sandwich. So one person would load the meat onto the sandwiches, then they put it in the oven, and then someone dresses the sandwich, and then they wrap it up, and you get it. You check out cash register.
So it says it was founded in 1977. I'm guessing that's when he bought this Bryant Steel.
I guess so. So we'll get there. Potbelly Corporation, more commonly known as Potbelly Sandwich Shop or Potbelly Sandwich Works, is a publicly traded American fast casual restaurant chain The focus is on submarine sandwiches and milkshakes. I don't know if you noticed this also when you go into the store, but like one of the air vents is always a submarine.
I was not looking up when I went in the store, but now I will.
Yeah, so next time you go, it's like a big green submarine with I think it's like the end of it where the air's coming out is like a propeller. Yeah, it's always been really fun.
Yep.
That's one thing I remember from when I was a kid that would always catch my eye. And also, they always had live music, which unfortunately they don't do anymore, I don't think. But I know a bunch of the shops had live music, and they had this almost like an elevated stage above the booths that they had. And sometimes the artist would sit up there, like way up, so everybody could see where you're eating.
Yeah, that was the one cool thing about Potbelly is that they encouraged, live music performances during lunch. And I think I remember the 15th store. I forget the artist's name that became famous from doing gigs at Potbelly, but yeah, they had their album. Yeah, they had our album there and everything. So pretty cool.
Taylor Smith.
I just can't remember who it was.
Yeah, but I remember the 15th store definitely had live music. That was one of the ones I went to a lot.
Now it says some locations formerly presented live. Maybe they got rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some select shops still do it. Yeah.
I like the community aspect.
Yeah. Now, it's important to note there are also franchise stores, so they're not all corporate-owned stores. So maybe the franchise ones still do live music. I know, like, some of the franchise stores still, whenever we changed the menu and everything, the franchise stores still kept the old menu. But who knows? Maybe some of them still do live music. But I remember that's the thing they stopped when I worked there, was the live music. Oh, it could have been a COVID thing, too.
Yeah, and they did that. They basically relied on word of mouth, the community. So they didn't do, at the time when we were working, they didn't do much advertisement. So
yeah,
basically, if you got the sandwich right, people were like, "Hey, you need to go to Potbelly," and that's how
right.
we got business in.
We were kind of talking about this because I think it was last week.
I saw a Potbelly commercial.
I did see a Potbelly commercial, and it stuck out to me. And I was like, I think this is the first time I've ever seen a Potbelly commercial.
Yeah,
that's
another thing they talked to us about during training was that they spend very little money on advertising. So maybe they have moved into advertising. Did you see they got acquainted by a racetrack like just this week?
I believe he acquired. Yeah, they got bought. Yeah, I saw.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, nothing too big changes. But okay, so in 1971, Peter Hastings started an antique store, Hindsight, at 2264 North Lincoln Avenue in the Lincoln Park neighborhood of Chicago. I've been there. The store had an old Potbelly stove, which Hastings began using to make toasted sandwiches to serve to shoppers. In 1977, the Hindsight store was retooled into a restaurant, Potbelly Sandwich Works. Since 1977, Potbelly has partnered with Toronto and Chicago for their bread products. In 1996, Bryant Keel purchased the original store and expanded the company. I'm guessing that was the guy that went and they told him to get it hot. The store was opened in 1997. He expanded Potbelly to over 300 stores in several states in the District of Columbia. Investors include Mavron, founded by Starbucks founder Howard Schultz, and American Securities. As of August 2019, approximately 10% of the chain's 450-plus locations were franchises.
It's not a huge percent.
It's really not. They have stores in Dubai.
We fly to Dubai and really get some Potbelly.
Canada, India.
How those sandwiches taste?
Gurgaon. I don't know how to say that. Gurgaon.
We're going to go with Gurgaon.
Potbelly carries Zapp's potato chips and previously had an exclusive Zapp's brand of dill pickle chips. I do remember those. It had the flavor of a Potbelly pickle. In July 2020, Potbelly named Robert Wright, a former executive of Wendy's, its new president and CEO. Decreased sales caused by the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in nearly 30% loss in annual revenue and 28 store closures, including our
That's y'all.
In 2022, the chain announced 19 new locations were opening, which increased to 40 in October 2023. In 2023, Potbelly announced a 22-shop agreement in the SeaTac region, that's Seattle-Tacoma. 2024 is when they unveiled a redesigned Potbelly Perks loyalty program I'm a member of. And then, of course, in September 2025, it was announced that Potbelly had been acquired by a convenience store operator, Racetrack.
Whoa. Controversies. They took PPP money.
Paycheck Protection Program?
They paid $100,000 to fight unions?
Oh, wow.
These wild Potbelly over here? What are we
I
doing?
didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Yeah, so I think I got most of the
unionize.
I think I got most of the history right. Okay, well after that, I guess it is time for the menu deep dive. By the way, I didn't mention we have the new audio interface.
I've been rocking with this. It's very pretty.
Okay, now your voice is changing.
Now we're
Oh
hey,
my
everybody,
gosh.
this is Sam. This is your friendly neighbors. We're still figuring out. We are, so unfortunately,
All right.
Hopefully people can hear us now. All right.
So they do have some like value meals that I guess rolled out when everyone was starting the value meals because of inflation.
Keep the value meals going.
So they got the $7.99 skinny combos. So you can get a skinny turkey combo, skinny chicken combo. They're showing 2 of each of these.
Say
It's
these
the same thing.
duplicates.
Skinny ham. So what I did was the pick your pair. So the pick your pair is you get a half a sandwich, or sorry, it's a skinny sandwich, I guess. So I would encourage you to go back and try the full sandwich.
Okay.
So they got the pick your pair, which comes with you can pick. It's a skinny sandwich and any cup of soup, chili, or mac and cheese. That's pretty nice. Let me turn the mic up a little bit.
What's a sound check? Here.
Does that sound? Can you hear us a little louder?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so you can do a pick your pair salad and soup, and you can do pick your pair sandwich and salad. So those are, I think that's $11, which by today's standards, I guess is not bad, but you still don't get a chips and a drink. Then we got, so here's all the sandwiches. We got the prime rib steak. So this one they didn't have when we worked there. This is something pretty new. Tender sliced prime rib steak, Swiss house-made caramelized onions, garlic aioli, and it says try it with our signature hot peppers. I remember there was a sandwich that they brought it back whenever we were working there. It was the beef and blue. Do you remember that, Donovan?
Oh yeah, with the roast beef and the blue cheese.
Roast beef, blue cheese, and like a horseradish mayo.
Yeah.
And
the
it was
mayo,
like
yep.
something they kept trying to push on everybody that wasn't really popular.
Yeah, everybody was like, blue cheese? No.
Right. Okay, so then we got the Cubano. The Cubano is slow cooked pulled pork, hickory smoked ham, Swiss deli mustard, and pickles. So they do have a brown mustard. And I think they had that for a short time when I worked there too.
Well, it's back. They're trying to push that.
Yeah, the Cubano. And they got the sweet heat pork barbecue. I'm going to try and speed through some of these because we're coming up on an hour. Then we got the wreck.
It's a wreck.
Yeah. So there was like I remember there was some acronym for the main sandwiches we had, and one of them was like the A rec. It wasn't rec.
Yeah, I can't remember what the acronym was.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was so long ago.
So long ago.
Then we got the Italian, which is salami, Old World capicola, pepperoni, mortadella, and provolone.
Old World Capicola.
Yes, Old World.
Europe.
Yeah, I guess so. They got the Avo turkey. Told you what was on that. The chicken club. So they got their grilled chicken, their smoked bacon, and cheddar. The BLTA, which is just a BLT, but it comes with avocado. Yeah, the blitta. The veggie melt. I always hated making the veggie sandwiches because the mushrooms smelled gross.
Yeah.
You like put the mushrooms through the oven and it smells like someone's cooking dirt.
And then they put like extra cheese on it, so you get a mix of cheese and mushroom smell.
Yeah. It was not my favorite sandwich to make.
I'm gonna go back to that Potbelly. It's them for a sandwich with just mushrooms.
Veggie melt.
Man.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna be like, I want 5 of these, and then make the restaurant smell bad.
It does say they have a new garlic aioli. That's something they didn't have. Pizza melt. Pepperoni, Old World capicola, crumbled meatball smothered in marinara sauce.
That one was good.
Oh, and it
Yeah.
does have mushrooms on that one. And that's another sandwich I didn't like making a lot because you had to reach into the big thing of artichoke hearts and it was cold and ugh, you had to put the hummus on. So that is grilled chicken, feta, zesty hummus, and artichoke heart. Oh, artichoke hearts, roasted red peppers, and cucumbers. That was
Mediterranean. That does sound
I would think that was one of the most complicated sandwiches, in my opinion, because it came with those ingredients, plus people would put other extra stuff like lettuce and
it's true.
other
Yeah,
stuff. I'm like, oh, come on.
yeah. There was not one of my favorites to make. Like I said, and yeah, just reaching into those artichoke hearts was so good.
sound like a fun.
Then we got the Mama's Meatball.
Meatball.
It's just their meatball sub. I remember like whenever we worked there, the sauce wasn't that great on those.
Like
There's
marinara sauce?
Yeah, the marinara sauce wasn't that great. There was one time we ran out, and then we went. I had to run to the store and get just like regular Newman's Own, and
Did it taste better with the Newman's Own?
yes, according to Josh and Kelsey,
Like we need a new marinara provider.
turkey breast is what I got growing up, just plain old turkey. They got smoked ham, they got roast beef, they got grilled chicken, they have tuna salad. That was not fun to make because tuna smells gross.
Yeah, let me get a tuna mushroom artichoke heart sandwich. Which
I'd hate you if you asked for that. I'd look at you sideways if you ordered that in front of me.
Oh yeah, there was something about like sending a sandwich through sideways, right? If you send it sideways through the oven for
Yeah, so it had an extra ingredient on it that didn't come with it. So yeah, so if you got a wreck with bacon, that's when it's sideways. Because
But-
somebody else could get a wreck, and then you're like, wait, which one is yours?
yeah, so you would shout out coming through sideways, something like that.
okay, so it's yeah.
There was a lot of shouting.
For
Yeah.
a minute, I thought we were gonna circle back to grilling things lengthwise.
Oh,
We were toasting things sideways, but as in
it's all grilled length.
they're ordering it unique fashion.
Yeah, so just putting it through because they would all go through lengthwise like this. But if you put it through sideways, that just basically tells them, oh, there's something else on it.
Okay.
And then you'd also like call out shakes in the shop and call out like if somebody's got a soup, and that was always fun.
They're like quarterbacks at the line of
It
scrimmage.
was a fun time. Yeah.
And they got chicken salad. The salad, they changed the recipe while we were working there, and so normally it's just like chicken, mayo, seasoning, and celery. They changed it to have like red onions and the deli mustard, and it wasn't as good.
Not your thing.
Yeah, once you change a recipe that's already good, it's like, why?
Yeah. Then they got their PB&J. Now their PB&J is actually really popular because on that bread, it's really good. On that like nice toasty bread, it's a toasty peanut butter and jelly.
I'll take your word.
But I hated getting those because we have to take all these extra precautions for a peanut allergy. So that was always.
I get a PB&J with tuna salad on it.
And then they got a grilled cheese, which is it is a grilled cheese.
It always blew my mind when families would come by and get a grilled cheese or a PB&J. I'm like, you could have saved some money, but
Yeah.
sure.
I think people just like that bread. Like the bread they
Yeah.
use is so good.
What's like the weirdest order somebody ever had, or like the worst order? What's something tremendous? I guess y'all were in catering.
Yeah, we didn't get as much weird stuff.
I
It
guess
was
Jonathan,
probably
if you were at the
if you were to come through Foodsby. So Foodsby, I didn't explain Foodsby yet, but all these like office buildings would have this cart that Foodsby provides, and that they sit in the lobby, and so you order, and then we would drop off the individual meals on the cart,
okay.
which was not fun.
I guess Donovan, you were in the store. So what's like a weird thing someone would order?
So I think the weirdest sandwich that I could think of was, I think somebody did actually order a Mediterranean with tuna, and then they added extra feta cheese, and they did all the toppings. So mayo, mustard, lettuce, hot peppers. They did everything, and I'm like, you're gonna have a bad time.
They're making you work.
But I'm like, okay, if this is what you eat, this is what you like. Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't remember too much weird stuff. I hated Foodsby because you didn't get tipped for it. You would just you'd have to, first of all, it would take up a bunch of time that we could have been using on taking actual like regular orders that paid. And yeah, you don't get tipped. So you got to run all over these places, and you have to get there within 15 minutes or something of the time that they have selected. So it's now to Macs and Soups. Mac and Soup. They got the chili mac, their regular mac and cheese, their broccoli cheddar, their chicken pot pie. You can just get chili, and they got their garden vegetable and their loaded baked potato. Now,
That sounds good.
if I ever get soup there, I get the loaded baked potato, which is
Yep.
very good. I love their
Add some cheddar cheese on top of it. Yeah.
I need to do that next time. I don't usually. I just put the crackers in it.
They're available
Oh,
after
yep.
10 a.m.
Okay, so we got the.
Mike's getting texted. Fountain.
It's Duolingo.
Fountain large.
Yeah, so we're on drinks. There's regular fountain drinks. You can get bottled stuff. They do have IBC root beer, which was always nice. That was my favorite root beer growing up. I guess I just like popping the cap off the bottle.
The bottle makes a difference.
Yep.
Smart Water, San Pellegrino, Gold. I guess they have Gold Peak sweet tea there.
It's the Coke product.
Yeah, Powerade. You can get a bottle of Crush. You can get vitamin water. Arizona. Oh, so this is something that was always unique to them is they have Nantucket nectars. I remember.
Good?
I don't think I ever tried one. Maybe I
If
need to
you
go
like
back.
lemonade, that they had a really good lemonade, and then their mango drink was pretty good.
The Nantucket nectar lemonade.
Yeah.
They still got that.
Maybe I'll have to go back for that. Then we got sides and their chips. So just chips. They got the regular Zaps, salt and vinegar. Then they got like baked Lay's.
They got the Oots cheese curls.
Oots cheese curls.
Oots.
They had Cheetos at one point. I guess they switched it up. I'm pretty sure they had just regular Cheetos. Then they got Zaps, hotter and hot jalapenos,
Yeah.
mesquite barbecue,
Yeah.
the hot pepper chips, voodoo. It doesn't say they have the voodoo heat. So the voodoo heat is
Oh, they took them away.
Lame.
maybe, yeah. I remember liking the voodoo heat. Like it wasn't too spicy.
Yeah.
If you eat a lot of them, it builds up, but it was never too, like way
Yeah.
too spicy for me.
Voodoo Heat sounds like a fantastic band.
Voodoo heat.
Voodoo Heat.
That does sound pretty cool. And then you can jar their hot peppers and a whole pickle, which we learned that Sam does not like.
I was wondering why it was on the order.
Oh, they do still have the s'mores cookie right now, I guess. But it's like it's by location. It probably is. But their
Yeah.
s'mores cookie, I am so happy every time they bring that back. It's so good. The marshmallow in there. It's graham cracker, chocolate chunks. And when I'm telling you, it smelled so good in there. It smells so good.
I believe you.
They've had a few others. They've had like red velvet cookies. I think they did the lemon one. I think they did a blueberry muffin one. And then they did a pumpkin pie. I think they usually do that one for the fall. That's another good
So it's
one.
probably coming back soon.
Probably, yeah. So we got the oatmeal chocolate chip. They got their sugar cookie, which I wasn't a fan of their sugar cookie because it's too sweet. It's already sweet, and then they pour the huge like crystals of sugar all over it. So it was like I could take like a bite before I'm full. And they got their chocolate brownie cookies, pretty good. Their dream bar, so it's a chocolate oatmeal bar with sweet caramel.
That I think is accurate.
Yeah, and then you can get a bag of their mini cookies, their oatmeal chocolate chips.
Cinnamon churro shake.
Cinnamon churro shake, that's new.
Sounds good.
I haven't had their shakes in a long time. Root beer float shake, banana pudding shake.
There's some great shake flavors.
Yeah, I need
A
to try
root beer
some of it.
float shake? So they do root beer floats?
Cold
Wow.
brew shake. Cold brewed Arabica coffee. And they got the Oreo cookie shake, the chocolate shake, the strawberry shake, and the vanilla shake. And after that, I think it's just like kids' meal. So I think that's pretty much it.
You ever had their breakfast?
No, I never had their breakfast, but I do remember
Oh,
we
okay.
did a few breakfast catering orders.
What did
Yeah.
they serve for breakfast?
They have like egg, bacon. I think they had sausage, just like on that bread. Or you could they have a ciabatta too, right?
Yeah. Yep. They had a little smaller
Yeah,
ciabatta bread.
I remember that smelled really good. Whenever we would make those,
I can see that toastiness being really good for breakfast.
yeah, definitely. There was the building we delivered to a lot, the Alchemy building, and there's this one lady who used to order from all the time, and they would always get a breakfast buffet, and like the people organizing it in there were so anal about where they wanted everything to go. There's like, if you even started setting up, they're like, "Whoa, this is all wrong."
Fine, you do it.
Yeah, like you do, and
Getting on us for this.
yeah, there was some good. I want to think of some good delivery stories we had. I got to go to the Star in Frisco all the time. I talked about that, I think, on one of our episodes. There was a security guard, and I would always bring him a free cookie. He was a cool dude. And then I actually went to the like Cowboys practice one time, and I saw him there, and he recognized me.
For that story. Donovan, you got any fun delivery stories?
Not delivery, but I do
DiGiorno?
remember. I do remember when I was working at the Addison store, and you know how across the street there's that the Improv.
Wait,
Yeah,
time,
Improv.
time out. So you were
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
so
so
it
I
used
worked.
to
Yeah,
be good. That's
It used to be
Bobby
good.
brand,
Yep.
and it's
Until I left.
I'm gonna go back there and be like, Donovan's disappointed in every in little stuff.
And then so one
Yes, I know
day
about
there was there's a show over there, and I see Bobby Lee walk in, but I'm like, that can't be Bobby Lee. And in the like, so I'm making a sandwich. I'm still looking at him. I'm talking to him like, normal and stuff. And then like I get to the register and I'm like, hey, quick question. Are you Bobby Lee? He's yeah. What's up? What's going on? And so yeah, I got a show across the street like later on. And it's we were just chopping it up, just talking normally. And so you want a picture? I was like, nah, just go ahead and eat your food, man. I'm not, I was just curious, but yeah, saw Bobby Lee.
Let's go.
That is pretty cool.
One of these
Oh,
days,
you ever told me that story.
that's my goal is to one day perform at the Addison Improv. And if I do, I'm gonna go to that Potbelly. And nobody's gonna know me yet. But I'm gonna be hey, I'm performing.
It was always cool to see at least
That's awesome.
my first famous person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to have a conversation kind of with it too.
No, it's just hey, how's your day going? Just normal stuff. Yeah, just in town, da 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 da. And then that's when it just hit me. I was like, this has to be Bobby Lee, because
That's pretty awesome. Donovan, does the word Donasta ring a bell?
don't ask the ring. What?
Donasta.
No, no.
Donasta. Okay. You'll remember when I start telling the story.
Okay.
So we had another mega church order. And it must have been like 500 sandwiches or something. I don't know. But it was for like a youth group or something at just this mega church off of, you know what I'm talking about now, right? So
Okay. Yeah.
it was it's Watermark off of 635.
Yep.
And so we took the food there, set up, and while we're setting up, they're like having they got like a DJ there for the kids and stuff, and these kids are having like eating contests with donuts and stuff. And so like the prize if they won was that he would call it a Donasta. Is a donut and a Shasta soda.
Okay.
Oh my God. I don't know what possesses man to think of that word, but we were making fun of it for like months afterwards. Donasta.
You
Get a
try it,
Donasta.
Donasta.
No,
It might be good.
that was one of the few
Oh my
mega
gosh.
churches that actually tipped us really well. They tipped us a lot of money, I think. But yeah, I mean, that was priceless.
I was just still tripping out how big the church was. I was like, this is a church? This looks like a freaking mall.
Oh yeah, those mega churches are insane. Mega churches were always the worst about not tipping. And there was one mega church I took to. So it was like a bunch of sandwiches, bunch of salads. They ordered it the way they did, right? I get there with the salads and everything, and they're like, wait, there's no chicken in the salad? I'm like, nope. And so they're like, start throwing a fit about how their pastor is on a diet and needs to eat protein or something. I'm like, why do I care?
Why didn't you order it with chicken?
They didn't order it with chicken.
Oh
They
my
just
gosh.
assumed that it came with chicken. And so we ended up having to refund that whole order. It was a lot of money. And my tip was like $80.
They just sent it back.
No, they kept the food, but they asked for a refund. And so while I was there, they ordered Chick-fil-A to get chicken for the salad.
You don't get to refund. Nonsense. You
Oh
don't
my
eat the
gosh.
food if you get refund.
I flipped that church off every time I passed by it.
Let me know which.
Yeah,
Do this.
I don't want to put anyone on blast like on the podcast.
Tell me after.
I'll tell you later.
That's crazy.
I need
That's
to know.
crazy.
But yeah, and then obviously there was like the 3,000 sandwich order. I forget which. I think that might have been the same church, but it wasn't that same order. There were people that were getting in to help the shop at like midnight. We had to like rent a freezer truck. We had to rent a U-Haul, all this stuff, just to keep everything ready for the delivery. And yeah, I had to come in at
Jeez.
5 a.m, and then we were just boxing up sandwiches. They get them so. I think we did cold sandwiches for an order that big, because it was just a lot more convenient.
Sure.
But yeah, and individually boxed, by the way. It wasn't like, because normally we have a big box that holds like 12 sandwiches. And so this was just all individual box, individual chips. Each one has to have a napkin.
You were like elves making toys.
Literally, that's what it felt like.
Basically.
Yeah. And we actually had to get people from other shops to come in and help. I bet Donovan was there one of those times.
It's on deck.
I think so. Yep.
You were definitely there at least once, I think.
Yeah.
And then there was like some of our less productive people on our staff that were just like standing around taking pictures. Man. Yeah. I know there was one guy that like got on everybody's nerves. He drove a Mercedes, first of all, if that says anything. But he was like always wanting to be on the deliveries and like always, I don't know if you remember him. His name was Taylor, I think.
Got the G.
It's not ringing a bell.
Not really.
Not ringing
He
a bell.
definitely got on people's nerves. So I don't even know what he did. He was like a marketing guy or something. I have no idea. He'd always want to be on deliveries and
He was marketing. Sure, he's gonna want to take pictures. That's his job.
yeah.
Get mad at the man for doing his job, Mike.
I think he would come in like when we were doing those like setting up for those big orders and he would just sit on his laptop the whole time.
He's marketing.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think of
I think I got one crazy story. I wasn't at this shop. It was somebody that transferred from the shop that it happened at. So basically, when I was in Virginia, we had somebody that transferred from one of the DC shops, and not sure why they transferred, but they just came over. But then she's talking about how this one time, normal lunch rush, you get the line of people almost going out the door. Just all of a sudden, one of them's like a homeless person. They go through the line as normal. They order a sandwich. All of a sudden, they just either pass out or they just end up fainting on the floor.
Oh,
Like right in the middle of where they're putting the toppings on. And everybody's in shock. Everybody's going crazy. Oh, hopefully it's okay. They call the ambulance, but as they're waiting for the ambulance to get there, business is still going as normal. So everybody's, oh, what's going on with him? Oh, okay. Oh, ambulance is coming. Okay, yeah, that's my sandwich. Can I get mayo,
He just
lettuce?
step
So
around.
it's yeah, everybody's just going through the motion of, oh no, hopefully he's okay. Yeah, that's my sandwich. Can I get my toppings on it? So she's explaining it to me. I'm just like, so people just like
He's just
go
on
on
the
about their
floor
day.
of the shop.
Just
You
on
don't,
the floor, right
put him
in the
a
middle.
chair. Or...
I was like, that's nuts.
that is nuts.
Like, wow, okay.
I'm just started. Poor whoever that worker was that was like looking at the sandwich and so what sort of topping you want? And then looks up, it's not there. And then just you look side to side. Oh,
Yeah.
You good? No. What do you call 911?
I was like, that's crazy. I can't even just. Well, I'm leaving. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
The dude behind him
right
in
now.
line is so. Do I keep going?
Right. People just stepping over or getting out the way.
Yeah. That's a good
Hopefully they were okay.
Yep.
I do
Yeah,
know
ambulance came, took them away, and yep.
I do know another good one. I got delivered to ESPN one time. They
Nice.
were covering, it was at Toyota Stadium and they were covering the North Dakota State game. I forget the Bison. I think they were playing like James Madison or something.
Might have been the FCS championship.
I think that's what it was. But like there was a few restaurants in Frisco that were like all, decorated up for the game and stuff. I actually delivered to a Twin Peaks that was like the day before, and I don't know why they had me bring food to the back of a Twin Peaks for the restaurant staff. Like, why can't y'all just feed them?
They're tired of eating stuff and whatever they're making.
Yeah, but so they were all like celebrating the game, and then the next day I got to deliver to I guess like one of the AV trucks or something where they were like monitoring the game.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I got to do that. I got to deliver to the Star multiple times. Mostly, I wouldn't get past the lobby though at the Star or like the loading dock. But I saw players warming up on the field all the time. I think I saw them. I definitely saw the kickers warming up one time.
You should have thrown
I think
throw him a sandwich. Like, hey, you look like you could use some help.
it was Brett Maher was the kicker at the time. And then I think I saw them working out Randall Cobb one time when he joined the team. Delivered to a lot of hospitals. Drug reps were always one of the worst too. They were really cheap. They would tip. You could get like a 30, 40 sandwich order and they'd tip you like $5. A few of them were better than others, but yeah, most of the time they were just really cheap. And then we did a lot of school deliveries. So there would be like after school programs and stuff, I guess, and we would make the box lunches. Toward the end of the time working there, we would have one like every day, I think. So I would take the food there and then I would go home afterwards. Yeah, some of those high schools in Frisco are nuts, like gigantic.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got a ton too.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all got this in high school? I didn't have this.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all getting Potbelly catered? Okay. Shout out y'all.
Yeah. But those are fun. There's just so many stories that I could probably dig up.
I do not have any Potbelly deliveries. I do
Obviously,
not deliver Potbelly. I think I went probably like twice, but
yeah. It was fun working in the catering shop because it was such a small, it was just like a little family of us. It wasn't like people coming and going all the time. It was just like us, our constant little circle that we had. So on like really slow days, we would have a lot of fun. We would play poker sometimes and whatnot. There was one time Christine threw a meatball at me. I'm sure she'll appreciate me bringing up that story because I was like, I told Kelsey to like talk trash about the Yankee star because she's a Yankee fan. She's from New York. And I hear them like arguing in the background. And then I'm sitting there eating my lunch in the back, and I guess she knew it was me that told her to do it. And so all of a sudden, I just get hit in the back with something. I turn around, there's a meatball rolling on the ground. So I deserve that
how do we know the meatball didn't just fly?
because I saw Christine walking away.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Got sauce.
Yeah, it was fun working in the shop. There was some time, like when it got really stressful, it got really stressful. But for the most part, it was a good time. We had a fantasy league. Some of us are like Donovan's still in the fantasy league with us, and Christine is too. So we've kept close for sure. Dynasty, yes.
Yeah.
What else? There's so much like that I want to include that I'm trying to think of because it makes for such good stories. But
I can't remember them for you, Mike.
yeah, I think we've covered the gist of it. So final thoughts on Potbelly, Sam?
I think I would go back and get the the A-Rec.
Yeah, the A-Rec.
A-Rec. I like that they do a lot of unique things. I think they do things other restaurants avoid or just haven't thought of. Like, it's a very creative shop.
Definitely.
And I like that. All these other ones are kind of blending together and popping. We're going to stand out.
Exactly.
I like that. Keep doing it. That's my
Nice.
thoughts. This is my
I still enjoy Potbelly. I've been going to Potbelly. I've probably been to Potbelly more times than I've been to Whataburger, if that says anything.
that does say a lot.
So it's still one of my
Wow.
favorites. I still go there for lunch regularly. Love the hot sandwiches. It's my favorite hot sandwich. I don't really hear a lot of negative feedback about Potbelly. Everyone in my office, I think, loves Potbelly. And just in general, I hear people saying good things about them all the time. So, yeah, I love Potbelly. Even after working there and after going there every day in high school.
Yeah, I think So yeah, I think my experience working with Potbelly for about 10 years when I was there, when I started, I had a good time, met a lot of good people, helped open a store once. I don't really have anything bad to say about Potbelly. I mean, it's just the way that they trained me as far as like how to make a sandwich kind of just carries over to how I make sandwiches at home.
There
And
you go.
so, hey, make me a sandwich and I can make a really good sandwich. And so, but yeah, I mean, every time you get something from there, it's always good. Cookies are goated. Oatmeal chocolate chip is the best one.
Absolutely. I would
It's pretty
agree.
good. Except the s'more.
But yeah, it's always a good time when you go to Potbelly for real.
It was good vibes.
Definitely good vibes. I want to go back to the 15th store because that one's just always on point.
Well, where are we going next week?
Next week is another place that's kind of probably the closest thing to Potbelly.
Belly pot.
Not Belly Pot.
Hot belly.
No, but they do have hot sandwiches like Potbelly. So we're going to Which.
Which
Which are we witching?
How many
good
witches
too.
could which if which could which?
All right. Well, we're gonna which. We're gonna find out which.
Oh, this is
Next
making
which.
it so fast. We're gonna beat this to death.
Ah.
Have you tried Portillo's?
Yes, we have.
Sandwiches?
We might.
Okay.
I don't know yet if we're gonna
I
do
just
another Portillo's visit.
me and my wife had them recently. I was like, this is the best damn roast beef sandwich I've ever had.
Oh yeah, their
Pretty
Italian
good.
beef is awesome.
Pretty good.
Maybe we need to go back this season just to try their Italian beef because we went and tried their burgers on the burger season. Which their burgers
okay.
were really good. So maybe we need to go back and do the Italian beef sandwich.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But before that,
Which?
Which?
I remember going to Which as a kid, and you go and like grab the bag, and then you mark off what you want on the sandwich, and then you just give it to them at the counter. That's always fun. But we'll probably just mobile order it this time, so we don't get to have fun.
It's kind of the same.
Kind of time share. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Donovan, for joining us. It was great to talk to you again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll see you in the fantasy league.
I'm gonna fix up my roster. I'm gonna check it out. See how bad I did.
Set that line up.
All right. Well, make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Crave Chronicles. All our links are posted there. We will see y'all next week. I have been Mike on the mic.
I'm Sam. Which possess the lesson?
And remember to stay hungry.
Which?
Crave Nation in the house.
Yeah. It's the Crave Chronicles, staring Mike on the mic. And your boys, Espalessa, now relax, hang tight. Cause they up in this crib and they got plenty to eat. So sit back and relax and remember, stay hungry. Yeah, hit that hype button. Yeah, hit that hype button. Well, now Mike is the man, he's the whiz with the tech. And he keeps the people laughing with his sound effects. Then there's Sam, he's the zest, and he makes the big splash. But if he sees BK, that shit's going in the trash. Yeah, hit that hype button. Hit that hype button. Well, now your boys are heading out across the Crave Nation, diving into a world of pure delectation. And they're bringing you along on their fast food feast. So sit tight, take a bite, and in and out, you the least.